we all in such a rush? The stressed out way we live these days is taking its toll. Antidepressant use is up 200%. Divorce rate is quadrupled. And we all know that heart disease is the #1 killer for women. I bet everybody in this room knows what a life-threatening situation is when seconds truly count. But how many of you are living life like an emergency? See if any of these warning signs sound familiar to you. You're always running late, just a little. You've accumulated piles in your life, piles of paper, piles of clothing, piles of piles you're going to get to someday. You've got a to-do list with things on it you haven't done in 2 years. You're always losing things. Your glasses, your car keys, your children.
Diane Sieg, keynote speaker, noted author, and lifestyle expert. Her inspiring and entertaining presentations are highly interactive and motivational. Drawing from years of experience as an emergency room nurse, she can reach your audience as few professionals can.
Now, as an ER nurse for over 20 years, I have seen a lot. And whether it is somebody who fell asleep at the wheel because they were too tired, or somebody who was driving too fast because they were running late, or someone who ignored warning signs because they were too busy, we create a lot of our own emergencies. 46-year-old male drives himself into the emergency room at 2 a.m. with some jaw pain. He just wants a couple pain pills so he can get some sleep. Well, his weight is 376. His blood sugar is 346, and if you know anything about blood sugars, 90 or lower is normal. Well, he's diabetic and had a few chocolate bunnies on the way to the hospital. His room air oxygen is 70%. Normal is 90 or higher. Well, he's had a hard time quitting smoking. He can't remember when he had his last 2 heart attacks, but he does know he had bypass surgery on his 46th birthday. First obvious question I thought to ask was, have you ever considered making any lifestyle changes? Well, you know, I've been single all my life, never had anyone take care of me. Okay. So the next thing I asked him was, would you really want to go through that bypass surgery again? Well, you know, it really wasn't that bad. Well, where do you go from there? I mean, the only thing I could think of was, how do you feel about dying? I don't think about that too much. And I thought, no, I bet you don't. Now, this may sound like an extreme case of someone not paying attention to virtually every area of their life, but I think we all have areas in our lives we don't pay attention to.
Diane Sieg knows firsthand the challenges healthcare professionals face every day. With over 20 years of emergency room nursing, her powerful and upbeat programs will give you the permission and practical tools you'll need to take good care of your patients, your staff, and most importantly, yourself.
How are you feeling? What are you doing? How do you feel about what you're doing? Now, the other part of stopping is listening. And I don't mean to all that chatter that's going on with the busy mind and the errands and the to-do list and the negative self-talk that we have going on all the time. I mean listening here to your heart, to your inner voice, to your intuition. And you all know what I'm talking about when I say intuition because you use it all the time. We have so much knowledge within ourselves if we only take the time to stop and listen. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and act like this is something easy to do. We're doers, aren't we? We're busy, more, faster. That's how our society works now. So to take 5 minutes a day to stop, I mean, who has time for that? Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have time not to stop. Because I think we need to stop to keep us going.
Diane Sieg is a nationally known lifestyle expert and author. Her recent book, Stop Living Life Like an Emergency, Rescue Strategies for the Overworked and Overwhelmed, has spread her realistic self-care approach to thousands.
And that's what the book addresses. How do we slow down?
Oh, Diane, you just nailed it in describing my life. There's a lot of chaos. A lot of us need to slow down. And you're going to be doing a discussion, not just a book signing. Let's tell our viewers how they can have a chance to meet you. You're going to be at the Tattered Cupboard in Lodo. That's coming up at 7:30.
As I travel around the country, it amazes me the number of people who continue to struggle with their own self-care, especially healthcare providers. And it's taking its toll. The stresses of the healthcare system these days make it more important than ever for us to take good care of ourselves. Because when we take good care of ourselves, it not only affects us, it affects everyone around us. We have more to give to our families, to our patients, to our coworkers. My programs will help you not only give yourself permission to take care of yourself, but practical strategies that you can start using every day. We all know what we're supposed to do, but doing it, well, that's another story. Because we've all got the best of intentions, don't we? We start out, we are gung-ho. Look what happens every January. Man, we're going to go on that diet, quit smoking, lose weight, join the health club. Then a couple of weeks into January, you know what happens. Health clubs are empty. McDonald's is back in business. We're back to our same old, aren't we? But if you renew your commitment every day, it keeps you connected. And if you can't actually do it, because I know on a 12-hour shift it turns into a 15-hour shift, you can't always do it. But at least if you think about it, if you talk about it, if you write about it, give it a little bit of energy to keep you connected with it.
And staying connected with goals is exactly what your audience will carry with them long after Diane's useful and memorable presentation.
So I'd like to talk about 3 very common obstacles, excuses, that I find with people. Number 1.
You and your people will walk away from her realistic, energizing, and inspiring program with a rejuvenating commitment to self-care, a step-by-step plan that can actually change lives.
Walk 20 minutes a day, 4 days a week.
Is that for you? Mm-hmm. Excellent. What time of day are you going to do that?
6:30 a.m.
6:30 a.m. Walk 20 minutes a day, 4 times a week, 6:30 a.m. I guess we'll be seeing you out there then, won't we?
Your event is an important one. So, like these valued, satisfied clients, guarantee an unforgettable experience for your organization. With Diane's clear and powerful message, your staff will not only be engaged and entertained, they will take home an action plan that they can start using immediately to take good care of their patients, their families, and most importantly, themselves. For more information on booking Diane Sieg for your next event, please contact the person who provided you with this video.